Okay, so let's talk about the steps for registering a patron by a library. First, your library patrons need to self-identify as having a print disability or providing care for someone with a print disability. NNELS provides a self-declaration form on our website for your patrons to use in a Word format if your library doesn't already have a form for this. Depending on your library's integrated library system, or ILS, once your patron has self-identified, you need to change your patron's permission to allow access to the NNELS catalog. This is if your library does have a connector. Patrons who sign up at their local public library and are granted a valid patron type in the ILS can then use their library barcode and PIN to access NNELS. For example, in Evergreen, you would change the main profile permission group to PL print disabled or post-sec print disabled. A connector allows NNELS to communicate directly with an ILS to determine whether a patron is eligible to access the full contents of the NNELS collection. The connector ensures that local libraries handle user registration and eligibility in accordance with local policy while also protecting patron privacy. If your library does not have a connector, your patrons will be directed to input their library barcode or username, email address, and first and last names and create a PIN to open a NNELS account. If patrons sign up directly with NNELS, the service tries to emulate libraries' competent authority forms and provide them with a temporary account. We then will tell them they must go to the local public library to get a membership and register. At that point, they accept the terms for use for the NNELS service. If your library has a user manager, you will receive an email asking if the patron who signed up for our service is eligible, and you can then log in and approve their account. If you're not sure if your library has a user manager account or a connector, please contact us at support@nels.ca and we will let you know. Or if you do not have a connector but would like a user manager account, we can set one up for you. Now let's watch a demonstration on how NNELS users can log in, find, download, and read a NNELS book. So we'll start by logging in after your patron has either registered at your library if you have a connector, or they can sign up on our website using the sign up button located on the top right side of the page to the left of the login button. But for this demonstration, we're just going to go to the login. So click on the login button, enter your username or library barcode, and password. If this is the first time that you've logged into NNELS, you will be presented with our terms and conditions of use. This is just stating that NNELS is an online service providing access to alternate formats for Canadians with print disabilities. We can do so under the copyright exemption provided by the Canadian Copyright Act, Section 32. For this demonstration, I'm going to accept and confirm. And now we can get started. If you have a keyword you want to search or know the title of the book, you can start with search right away, or you can also browse from the homepage. We have a lot of great collections like new books that are recently added titles. Browse by genre. You can browse by pre-selected organized collections. I'll click on that link for this demonstration. This is an alphabetized list of collections. It includes book awards. We have Canadian province and territory collections. We have the Prairie Indigenous ebook collection as well. I'm going to click on the Prairie Indigenous ebook collection. This brings us to a book list. There's a description of the collection at the top, and then all the items that have been tagged with that collection organized below. You can click on the book title for more information. In the book summary, we have the available formats. This is also where accessibility metadata tags will be arranged for each format. It will have the author's name, and you can click on the author's name if you want to find more books by the author. A summary, a genre. You can also click on the genre and subject terms that other items have been tagged with if you want to see all the items that contain that subject and genre in our collection. If you would like to search for a specific title or have a keyword, we have the search box at the top of the page. I'll enter Always Brave. And click enter. From the search results, you have another book list you can download directly from the search results, or if the search returns a lot of results, we have filters to narrow your search down. This includes certified accessible, filter by accessibility. This is the accessibility metadata. For example, heading navigation and tables of contents navigation are 2 tags there. You can filter by format, author, narrator, genre, language, and availability. I was looking for Always Brave, Sometimes Kind, which is the first result. I will click on that title. The available format is an EPUB 3. It has heading navigation and described images. You can read more about the book in the summary. But this is exactly what I was looking for. So I will click on the download EPUB 3 link. This begins a download in the browser. And then I store my downloads in my download folder on my desktop. So I will click there and then open the book in Apple Books and start reading. So the demonstration was one way to open NNELS content, but to access a downloaded NNELS book, users can use many different reading systems. Reading systems can be standalone devices or applications that run on smartphones, tablets, desktops, and laptops. When selecting how to read NNELS content, consider that every person using NNELS has different reading needs and preferences, so no device or reading system works for everyone. Many devices, including Daisy readers, tablets, smartphones, desktop computers, and some MP3 players, will support NNELS content. Reading systems that allow you to add your content can ingest NNELS books. So this includes iBooks, which you just saw in the demonstration, VoiceStream, Google Books, Thorium, and more. We encourage you to ask your patrons what devices, reading systems, and accessible elements they prefer and proceed from there.